I say, red beans coming. You say, get out of the way. Red beans coming. Get out of the way. Red beans coming.
So the Krewe of Red Beans began 12 years ago, 2008, and a younger version of myself had just moved to New Orleans, Louisiana. And then when I got to experience my first Mardi Gras with the masking Indians and see that process, then I realized, okay, my second Mardi Gras, I'm gonna make a parade. And that was the birth of the Krewe of Red Beans.
You will survive by eating your own costumes.
And it's really a combination of inspirations. It's influenced by Black masking Indians and influenced by second line parades. We just try to do things that are creative and that might be different, but are really rooted in our desire to be good community members. 2020 was a crazy year. So it began with Mardi Gras, and we had a normal Mardi Gras, and it was beautiful and wonderful. But unbeknownst to us, we were spreading COVID all over the place. And my wife works in the ER, and the first couple days of COVID, my wife would go to work in the hospital, come back home and tell me about her day. And it was the most stressful experience that she had clearly ever been through. Pretty much everybody who was going to work knew that they were risking their life. I said to my wife, what if we buy food from the restaurants, bring it to y'all? So I wrote an email to my crew members, donate money to the crew, and we'll just buy food and we'll deliver it to the hospital. And then it just took off. And we were one of the first people to do this, but this idea kind of spread all over America. And as the donations came in, we kept scaling it up. We raised $1.2 million, and we bought 90,000 meals and 10,000 coffee and cookie orders. And basically that created work for 35 musicians for 6 weeks and also supported 49 restaurants. Food is love is kind of our motto. And the beautiful part was that it was love. While we were working really hard to feed the healthcare workers, we were also really concerned about our parade elders, specifically Benny Jones of the Treme Brass Band and Al Carnival Time Johnson. I was really worried that they would have to go to the grocery store and that they would get COVID. We learned so much doing Feed the Frontline NOLA. We basically took everything we learned and we tried to create a new thing that would really help support long-term the people who are our culture. And that's really Feed the Second Line. And Feed the Second Line really has two objectives. One is to create jobs. And then the second thing we do is buy groceries and deliver them to the homes of our elders. Really what this does is it changes the way that we interact with culture. And in the past, all we could do was consume the culture. But the best we could do to give back is to say, you look pretty, or thank you for that parade. What is it that distinguishes us from another place? It's our people, it's our culture. The culture is made by the people, but we've never really cared for the people. And for many, many years, the culture has been marketed and kind of commodified. And it's always been that parasitic one-way transaction. And now we're gonna fix that. And we're gonna make it full circle. And so everybody out there who loves our city's culture can now join us and be a part of it and support it. Essentially a donor base of people who say, yes, I will be a monthly donor. And what we're able to do is create a safety net for our city's culture. We bought $130,000 worth of groceries, and we created $300,000 worth of jobs for 97 people. Every dollar that we spend is spent locally, basically. And that's a beautiful thing. And so a friend of mine who's a Mardi Gras artist, Caroline Thomas, reached out to me around Thanksgiving. She said, look, the city of New Orleans just canceled all the parades. What if we crowdfund to hire the artists? And so that is hire a Mardi Gras artist. And basically what we've done is we've asked the community, hey, donate to us, and then we will transform someone's house in New Orleans into a Mardi Gras float. We have funded 14 projects. We've raised over $200,000. And what that's done is it's created jobs for 40 people who just got laid off a month ago. And now they're getting paid better than they were getting paid before.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh, a P found.
Nobody cares about us, really, except us. And so we have to be the ones to save ourselves. Nobody's coming for us. I have not paid myself a penny because my real job is I'm a stay-at-home dad. I did not get laid off from a job, luckily. My children still have me wipe their butt, but I have one agenda, which is helping people, because our people are the best resource we have. And if we are to survive as a community, it has to be because we've changed it to having that mindset. And I think that's how we get through. Ain't no bean like a red bean. Happy Mardi Gras.
I love you.